What's up, geeks? This is Captain TW with the latest episode of Hashtag Geek Approved, and today we're going to review the SH Figuarts Batman from the Injustice video game. The fact that SH Figuarts now has the license for both Marvel and DC makes me really happy, so let's open him up and see how awesome he really is. And here's Batman out of the box, and I have to say, I'm really digging him. I mean, the detailing is everything that I would expect out of Figuarts. This is an incredible Batman figure. As you can see, he has like some of the little scuff marks on his armor. He has a lot of points, so just, between the ears and the gauntlets, which are also pretty damaged there. You can kind of see if my camera wants to focus properly, but yeah, you can kind of see it. There's a lot of dings and scratches on the armor, and I really think that's awesome that they gave him the battle damage look. He does have quite a few die-cast metal pieces. In the shin guards, the chest plate, not the belt. I think it's just those. There could be a few more. I'm just really not noticing. It's not as cold in my space right now, so that's why I can't really notice the cold metal. But yeah, so it seems to be just like the shin guards and the chest plate. Yeah, but this guy comes with quite a few option parts, quite a few accessories. It's pretty neat, and I'm gonna show you. So let's get to it. So these are all the accessories that the Injustice Batman comes with. He has an alternate head with a faceplate. I've never played the game, so I don't really know what that's about. However, I think it looks okay. He comes with the grapple gun. I like that they made this a separate piece. I'll show you why momentarily, but it does plug in pretty nicely. Comes with not one, but two batarangs. Both a right and a left batarang holding hand, which is pretty neat. The two I'm ready for anything hands. And the hand to hold the grapple gun. And of course the instructions and the two fists for the default hand. So you do get a decent amount. The accessory that I did leave out is this. That's right, they give you a bendy wire plug-in for the grapple gun. So you just plug it in like this, and when he's holding it, it gives the effect that he launched it, and I think that's really neat. Again, it is a bendy wire, so you can pose it however, which way you want. If you have like a flight stand or something, you want to pose them with this going up. It does look really neat when you have them posed. There'll be a pic at the end with him holding this. And now let's move on to how to swap out the option parts. So the first accessory I'm going to talk about is this cape. It comes in a 3-part system. It's also really sharp, just like the rest of them, so be careful, he can hurt. Basically, to put the cape together, it's a bunch of little pegs. I really wish they gave him like a material cape, or like a even like the DC Collectibles type rubber cape, like the Capullo series Batman, but it is what it is. I currently use my spare Mafex Batman cape on him through a nice tuck system that I learned on a forum. But yeah, this is the gigantic cape. Basically, you would lift that up, and there's the hole there. It's kind of hard to see, but there is a hole. And then you would just take the peg here, and you just kind of plug it in, and then just kind of fold down the flaps a little bit. And I mean, if you're posing them, it looks really cool. Other than that, I'm not a fan, because you get like all the gaps. It's just really not cool. I don't mind it. Again, I use my spare Mafex cape. So if you have any spare capes or material, that'd be a good way to, just customize it. So yeah, that's the cape. Again, not really a fan. I mean, again, if it's on a shelf, I mean, it does look okay, but I'm personally more about the material capes. Swapping out the option part head and hands, well, it's basically the same as every other SH Figuarts figure, but for those that are first timers, I will show you. Basically, unpop like that. I highly recommend taking the cape off first because it does get in the way. Take the option part head, just plug it in really tight on mine. There you go. There he has the faceplate. And when you want to swap out the option part hands, basically unplug until you hear the pop. Then we will take the grapple gun hand. See? Again, they only give you a right grapple gun hand. This Batman is a righty apparently. And just again really tight on mine, but there you go. So now you have the option part hand and the option part head. I showed you the cape already, which is really annoying. Again, I highly recommend taking the cape off first before applying the option part head and hands, especially the head. And now I'll move on to his points of articulation. So this Batman actually stands at about just about 7 inches tall, and that's really cool. I like the scaling on him. As for his articulation, pretty articulated actually. I mean, aside from the retarded cape, those are 3 points right there. So as you can see, it kind of looks okay in poses. I'm just really not a big fan. He does have head and neck articulation. It goes pretty much all the way around. Again, the head is a little tight, but the neck is not so tight, so it does go pretty nice. Like you can look down pretty far. Can't look too far up, but it's okay. Arms go out about that much. These flaps do move as well. They do get a little stuck sometimes, so just be careful. He does have the upper diaphragm and the ab crunch. The belt gets in the way a little bit, but that's again not terrible. Upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, full wrist rotation. As you can see, they go all the way around and back and forth. He does have the upper gauntlet swivel too, which is pretty neat, that his arms are that articulated. I mean, it's Batman, he should be. He does have waist articulation. This belt is a separate piece. He does have the Figuarts. Oh, there goes the cape. He does have the Figuarts, hip joint for better poses. His legs with the joints out go out about that much. Can go back and forth. He does have no upper thigh swivel, but that's fine. Double jointed knees. And he does have the full ankle rotation. These things move here too. The lower shin guards with the ankle plates. And he does have toe articulation. So yeah, that's all his articulation. It's pretty neat. This is probably my favorite Batman figure outside of the Metacom Christian Bale Batman. Third in line would be the NECA 89 Keaton. The Blu-ray edition, I should say. Yeah, but to have a Figuarts Batman, that's pretty neat. Better look on the face sculpt there with the plate. I like it. Personally, I like to, I like to pose him with the regular face, which I'm really digging the regular face. It does look pretty mean. He does have that scowl, and you can see there's some scarring above the face too, which I like. It's kind of hard to see in the camera, but yeah, well, there you go. does have like the battle damage look. It's pretty neat. So let me just give you the rating, and we'll go from there. The hashtag GeekApproved rating for this Batman, I'm going to say it's a 4.9 out of 5. I'm deducting points because of the cape. It does get in the way. It should have been material or a softer plastic. I do get it. It's their first Batman. So maybe if they do another one down the line, it'll be a different cape. We don't know. But the figure itself is solid, definitely worth picking up. If you can get them online, Big Bad Toy Store has them. That's where I got this one. Or any comic book store will definitely have them. I know that in the city, I saw Midtown Comics had them. So yeah, definitely a 4.95 because the cape is just so annoying. Definitely a solid figure. I highly recommend picking them up. Well, that's about it for this review. I hope you enjoyed, and I thank you for watching. You can find this video on InnerCityGeeks.com, and while you're on there, don't be shy and follow us on all your favorite social media sites. We have some really amazing podcasts too. For example, since this is a video game-based figure, have you checked out Good Games with Frank and Alex? And while you're posting pics of yourself to Instagram, give me a follow at ICGCaptainTW, and remember, if I haven't reviewed it, then it must not be #GeekApproved. Peace.